Hello all, in this video we will talk about one of the important topic in the electronics designs, especially which is concerned around how to ground your enclosure. So basically, let us assume we have an enclosure. Okay, so if we consider this as an enclosure from a side view, so what we do is generally we will mount the board in this enclosure, for example, right? So what we generally think is basically there'll be a mounting screw to this enclosure through which we will ground, and it is basically at one point that we ground this particular board, make this ground common, the circuit board ground common with the mechanical enclosure, such that it helps in better noise performance. So if you see the overall supply and how the supply is distributed, so let us assume we have a connector, AC connector, which has line, neutral, and earth. Okay, so this is what we have in our household applications, right? So live will give you the actual live path, that means voltage. Neutral will generally be a ground, right? So this goes to your power supply section, which basically converts AC to DC, and then it gives out, for example, 5 volts, and it will have ground. So this is connected to the PCB and 5 volts is connected to the PCB. Here we are just representing for the purpose of connectivity, the arrangement and all will be on the PCB itself, or it's a separate power supply unit block. Okay. Now, in some cases, this power supply, whatever we are talking, will be integrated into the PCB, or this will be a separate enclosure, again within an enclosure. If you buy an off-the-shelf power supply unit, so that also will have a shield, right? So that shield of the power supply we connect it to the earth. Okay, so now we have this ground, right? Whatever is going to supply, we'll connect it to the earth. So that means the circuit is connected to the earth, and this particular point is in common with the mechanical enclosure box, whatever we have, right? So in a PCB, generally, if we consider this as a PCB, what we do is we have some PCBs have one mounting hole, some PCBs have two based on the requirement. And if you want to mount it in a mechanical enclosure, you want to have four mounting holes so that the PCB sits properly, right? So the ground path on this particular PCB should be routed to these mounting holes, and these mounting holes will have screws, right? With a screw, the ground gets shorted to the enclosure. So that's how the ground path will be routed. So this helps us in better noise, EMI, EMC performance. Now one question, is it only these four holes which can be used in a PCB? No, there are several ways this grounding happens. For example, your board will definitely have a power supply input, right? As we said here, line, earth, neutral, earth. The earth will be made common to the enclosure, and then you will also have connectors on the board as per your requirement. Okay, so the connectors also will have a shield, right? So we will make the ground common to the connector shield, and that connector shield will be screwed to the enclosure so that the ground path will be from the connector external metal to the enclosure. So that means you have ground path not only at this one point, second point, third point, fourth point. You also have the possibility of grounding, and definitely you will be doing grounding at different points. So in this case, what happens is the this will be the path for the noise and or the return paths basically, or this there will be different paths in the PCB, and rather than only using the earth or using the mounting holes, you can also short the specific paths to the enclosure, which improves the noise performance of the board. So we are not going into the details of how this helps in EMAMC. This is we are just mentioning the word noise for understanding purposes. So ultimately, one has to remember that the return path will be from this connector only, right? So the currents might flow through the PCB or might flow through the walls of the enclosure and return back to the source. So it all depends on where you are connecting the connector to the enclosure and how efficiently the conductivity has been provided. So definitely we know that in electronics designs, if not plastic, and if we want a material which should have the conductive properties, aluminum is the most widely used conductor, right? Because of its conductivity, good conductivity, and definitely mechanical means we need the material to be strong, right? So considering these designs, aluminum is what is used, and the currents flow through the enclosure to the source. So this is how the grounding techniques are used. There could be other ways where some people, what they do is they provide special mechanisms, clipping mechanisms on the board everywhere, and just tie a wire from this conductive path basically to the enclosure. Basically a copper wire or something will be used, and they tie it to the enclosure at different points, especially if people assume that they wanted understand that they want a nearest path to the enclosure. So simple mechanisms that are used by design engineers worldwide on the enclosure. So many people know if it is a plastic, definitely it is very difficult to handle the noise. If it's a metal enclosure, we have several ways to handle the noise on the board. So again, there are different disadvantages associated with both of these, but the topic of discussion is how we do use the enclosure to ground your PCB such that a return path is provided at that point. So various scenarios, right? So if you have any like cross questions on this specific point, or if you feel there is a different way of doing this and efficient way of doing this, please do post your questions. Thank you.